Om Shanti, Divine Angels, good morning. Today we are going to listen Baba's Avyakta, very beautiful, powerful Murli, where Baba is explaining the qualification of serviceable, sensible, and essential souls. This Murli Baba has conducted in 1972, where there were in front of Bap Dada, all the 8 jewels were there. Our Dadi, senior brothers, and Baba looking to them and explaining how to become Ashtaratan, 8 jewels, and what are their signs and special qualification. So our Dadis are perfect example of the serviceable, sensible, and essential. Each and every soul, Bap Dada is giving guidance, motivation at how to become serviceable, sensible, and essential soul. So we are so lucky that we are having ideal examples, perfect examples in front of us as a form of our dearest Dadis. So now let's listen the Murli. Today's Murli is a bit longer, so we will listen with so much attention. Murli's heading is Science of Serviceable, Sensible, and Essential. Do you consider yourself to be serviceable, sensible, and essential? Do you experience all 3 of these virtues in yourselves in the same way as they are in the Father? Whatever symbol is being kept in front of you at present, you are close to being equal to that symbol. Are you not? What is the symbol that is being kept in front of you? That of the Father. So we all know in 1969, Brahma Baba got Avyakta Baba, means that form Baba achieved. So Bap Dada is here explaining that Bap Dada has kept example symbol in the form of Brahma Baba, Avyakta Baba. The symbol of Vishnu belongs to the future, doesn't it? However, the symbol of the confluence age is the Father, isn't it? So, you are bringing about equality while keeping the symbol in front of you, aren't you? Do you experience equality with the Father in all 3 virtues? Or it is that you experience the speciality of one virtue and not of the second or third virtues? Are all 3 virtues within you to the percentage that they should be according to the time, according to the present time? Has your stage reached the percentage of effort that it should have? You should have reached 95%, shouldn't you? So here Baba is explaining that we should have all the virtues. What kind of Brahma Baba, Avyakta Baba is having. According to the present time, has your stage reached the percentage of effort that it should have? You should have reached 95%, shouldn't you? Since there is a very little time remaining, you should now have according to the time 95%. One cannot say 100% because you would then give the excuse of time. This is why Baba is not saying that it should be 100%. Baba is still giving you a margin of 5%. Just immerse that scene in the Madhuban. Baba is in front, explaining, conducting the Murli, and in front of Bab Dada, they're all the 8 jewels, and how Bab Dada is motivating to those special souls, to each soul, each child of Bab Dada, that according to time, Bab Dada is saying, we should reach 95% of the equality to the Bab Dada, to the Avyakta Baba, that form. Baba is saying that Baba is giving 5% margin. How much percentage do you have? According to the time of effort of the confluence age. According to the percentage of time, 90% is not a big thing. So, are you continuing to increase your speed and moving forward while keeping this aim? Or do you even now think that there is still time? You do not have the thought that there is still time, do you? What would you then do if effort were to stop now? You do not have the thought that because you still have some weaknesses remaining, there is still time in the drama, do you? If according to time, there can be some weaknesses remaining, then how many weaknesses should there be? It should not be that there can be 50% remaining. See, in the 1972, Baba is saying that it should not be that there can be 50% remaining. If you have to finish 50%, then you will have to have a very fast speed. It is not possible that those who can make their speed fast cannot reach 95%. So, what aim do you have to keep now? So, Baba is saying that each Baba's child should have aim that I want to reach, I should reach, achieve that 95% equality with the Baba. You are only allowed 5% and no more. If there are more weaknesses than this, then understand that they are far from your final stage. In that case, you will not be able to reach the aim that you have kept of being close to Bhagdada. This is because since the first number has reached the Avyakta stage, those who come after him, the jewels who are to be close to him, should at least be so close that only 5% difference in weakness remains. The Father has already become Avyakta, and if there is a difference of 50% in the jewels who are close to him, then would you call that close? No. Can such souls come within the 8? So, Ashtratan, 8 jewels, speciality is that they will equal to Bhagdada, right? So, Bhagdada is saying that they only have the 5% margin. 95% should be equality. Then only we can call them 8 jewels, Ashtratan. Sakar Baba used to speak of his stage as a detached observer. So, You have to check your stage as a detached observers. Why should you have any further thoughts in speaking of something as it is? To praise yourself externally is a different matter. But in checking your own self, you have to judge your intellect. Others should also be able to experience that stage of yours. So, in order to become clothed well, you have to increase your percentage with that spirit. The majority can say that they have 50%. But how can those who are one of the 8 deities, the minority, say this? What is the difference if the qualifications of the minority are the same as those of the majority? So check in yourself all 3 things that you were told of. What is the form of those who are serviceable? So here Baba is explaining the signs, the qualification of serviceable souls. What is the form of those who are serviceable? Keeping that in front of you, check yourselves as to whether, according to your present stage and your present activity, you can call yourself serviceable. So here Baba is paying our attention to check ourselves that people can call me serviceable soul. Am I having that qualification, that kind of qualities? Every thought, word, and action of those who are serviceable will be worthy of doing service. Their thoughts will also automatically do service because their thoughts are always for world benefit. That is, they only have world benefactor thoughts. Serviceable souls, at the time of seva, they do not make serviceable thoughts, but all the time they are having that kind of thought, that worthy thoughts, which constantly does the service. That's why Baba is saying that is, they only have world benefactor thoughts. They don't have any one single thought of the West or ordinary thought. Their thoughts will not be wasteful. They will spend every second of their time doing service through their thoughts, words, and deeds. This is known as being serviceable. I repeat, they will spend every second of their time doing service through their thoughts, words, and deeds. हर एक विचार, बोल और कर्म सेवा के अर्थ होगा. This is known as being serviceable. When someone has a worldly, lockic job or business, his thoughts and actions are automatically according to that. So here Baba is giving very nice example. When someone has a lockic job or business, his thoughts and actions are automatically according to that. Not only his thoughts, but that is also what he will see in his dreams. सपने में भी वही आएगा. So the thoughts of those who are serviceable will automatically be just for service because this is their business. So जो सेवाधारी आत्माएं होगी, सर्विसेबल सोल होगी, बाबा कहते हैं उनके हर बोल कर्म विचार, सेवा के अर्थ तो होंगे, बट सपने में भी उनको वही आएगा, क्योंकि उनका कार्य ही यही है कि सेवा करना दिन रात. अच्छा, what would be the qualifications of those who are sensible? Very nicely here Baba is explaining. So everyone given their ideas. So all give their own ideas. You have spoken of so many qualifications that you can stabilize yourself in your aim even now. Sensible means one who has common sense. Sensible means one who has common sense, according to the word, ordinary way. Those who are sensible in worldly way will first of all consider everything carefully before taking any step. But here, जो बाबा ने बताया, हद की रीति से सेंसिबल होना माना कि उनको कॉमन सेंस है, कोई भी कार्य करने से पहले वो थोड़ा सोच समझ कर अपना कदम उठाते हैं. बट इन द सेंस ऑफ बेहद, अनलिमिटेड, द मेन क्वालिफिकेशन ऑफ दोज हु आर सेंसिबल is that they will be trikaldarshi. They will know the three aspects of time, that is present, past and future. Adi, Madhya, Anta. They will know the three aspects of time in advance and then perform their actions. They will have the awareness of the previous cycle very clearly in their intellect, that they were victorious in the previous cycle and that they will be victorious now. They will become victorious many times. कि हम पहले भी विजयी बने थे, अब भी हमारी विजय निश्चित है और हमने कई बार विजय प्राप्त की है. बाबा कहते constantly they will have this awareness at the level of awareness, on the basis of having the faith of being victorious or on the basis of being trikaldarshi. Whatever actions they perform will not be wasteful or unsuccessful. So to get success, Baba is saying each and every task, karma, you do as Trikaldarshi. When you sit in the stage of Trikaldarshi and you perform actions, then that will be not wasteful or unsuccessful. So you should have the sense to be Trikaldarshi. जैसे दुनिया में कहते हैं कि sensible है माना common sense है. So here Baba is saying that we should have sense of the Trikaldarshi. Simply to understand the present time is not known as being complete. सिर्फ हमें प्रेजेंट वर्तमान के बारे में ही पता हो तो कोई हम कंप्लीट नहीं कहे जाएंगे या सेंसिबल नहीं कहे जाएंगे. Whenever you are unsuccessful in any action or there are wasteful actions performed, the reason for it is that you did not perform that task while keeping the three aspects of time in front of you. If any action or anything we don't get success, then Baba is saying that the reason that we have not did that act as keeping the three aspects of time. You are then not able to imbibe such unlimited sense. So to have unlimited sense, we should need to keep three aspects of time. Means to become the Trikaldarshi. Because of these, you become afraid while seeing the problems of the present time And because of being afraid, you are not able to attain success. A very subtle thing Baba is explaining here कि कोई कार्य करने से हमें डर लगता है या हमें लगता है कि हमें सफलता नहीं मिलेगी, तो उसका रीजन केवल यही है कि हम केवल वर्तमान को देख रहे हैं, प्रेजेंट टाइम को देख रहे हैं. We are not keeping the three aspects of time. We are not stabilizing ourselves at the stage of Trikaldarshi. That's why we are afraid to perform any kind of task, or we are facing the problem, or we are feeling the problem, and we are having doubt that will we get success or not. That's why Baba here giving technique that every time stabilize yourself at the stage of Trikaldarshi and do the task. Then definitely your thought will be worthful and you will get success. Those who are sensible will understand the unlimited. Those who are sensible will understand the unlimited. जो सेंसिबल है वो हमेशा अपने बेहद के पिता को समझेंगे एंड विल परफॉर्म एवरी एक्शन. समझेंगे माना उनकी याद हमारे मन बुद्धि में होगी. एंड स्पीक एवरी वर्ड while being त्रिकालदर्शी. This is called being unworldly, means alaukic or being unique. I repeat, those who are sensible will understand the unlimited and will perform every action and speak every word while being Trikaldarshi. This is called being unworldly, alaukic, or being unique. Those who are sensible will never waste their time, thoughts, or words. It is just as in a worldly, laukic way. When someone wastes his time or wealth unnecessarily, it is said that he does not have any sense. Those who are sensible in this way will make every second powerful and will also use it in a worthwhile way. They will not use it for any wasteful task. जो अपना समय संपत्ति दुनिया में भी ऐसे ही व्यर्थ गवाते हैं, तो उनके लिए कहते हैं कि इनको कोई समझ नहीं है. So Baba is saying here, paying our attention that when we say that I am sensible, so sensible soul has very beautiful qualification, that is they will use their thoughts, words, and actions very carefully. They will have all the time that worthiness in their thoughts and karma, and also in their words. Those who are sensible will never be colored by wasteful company. Main sign, those who are sensible will never be colored by wasteful company. They will never be under the influence of any type of atmosphere. और कभी भी औरों के संग के रंग में नहीं आएंगे. यहाँ पर हम कह सकते हैं संगम पर कि वो हमेशा सत्य के संग में रहेंगे, श्रेष्ठ संग में रहेंगे. All of these are qualifications of being sensible. So हमने सुना serviceable soul and sensible souls की qualification. Now the third virtue is of being essential. The third virtue is of being essential. What would be the qualifications of such souls? So they all gave their own ideas. So Baba is saying, whatever each of you said was right, because all of you are sitting here, and those sitting here are those who are sensible. Those who are essential will have the fragrance of spirituality. Spiritual fragrance means that they will have all the powers of spirituality within themselves. Perfect example, our dadis, our Janki Dadi. If you ask Game Bhai or Charlie Bhai how they come in Gyan, they will say that ki, we just in the so much indulge in the world, but with the vibrations made us to come here. And especially they always speaks about the Janki Dadi, that Janki Dadi has made us to connect with the Baba. That vibrations, that atmosphere, Dadi's drishti was so powerful that made us to recognize the Baba, made us to feel that divine love, that love of the God. So Baba is saying that essential means will have the fragrance of spirituality, spiritual fragrance. हमने भी एक्सपीरियंस किया है ना, whether they know Dadi or they have to know about the Dadi, who is Dadi. Everyone feel that apnapan, ki Dadi is mine, Dadi is something special soul, because they always essential. They always that have the essence of that spirituality, fragrance of spirituality. Spiritual fragrance means that they will have all the powers of spirituality within themselves. And on the basis of all these powers, they will easily be able to attract anyone to themselves. We all know that Dadi has done a lot of seva in the foreign countries, and Dadi doesn't speak English, right? But still, Dadi has done a lot of service with the power of the thought, power of the spiritual fragrance. That's what Baba is speaking here. That on the basis of these powers, they will easily be able to attract anyone to themselves. Just as a physical fragrance or essence attracts others from a distance, it even attracts those who do not want to be attracted. जो आकर्षित होना भी नहीं चाहते हैं, वो भी आकर्षित हो जाते. In the same way, no matter what type of souls come in front of those who are essential, they will be attracted by that spirituality. The speciality of those who have spirituality in that they can attract souls with their spirituality, even from a distance. दूर से ही वो अपने आध्यात्मिक खुशबू से अपनी ओर आकर्षित करते हैं. On the basis of the power of the mind, you bring about transformation of the elements. That is, you bring them benefit. You do not go close to the sky or to any atmosphere and speak to it. So just as you make the elements pure, Satopradhan from impure with the power of the mind. So nicely Baba is explaining. Baba is saying that we make the elements pure, Satopradhan, with the power of thoughts. We don't go to there, like to the close to sky or water, but just we use the power of thoughts and we make the elements pure. In the same way, you can touch the intellects of many souls of the world who are far away and not able to come to you with the power of spirituality and the power of your minds. You can enable them to receive the Father's introduction and the main message from a distance. I many times heard whenever Jayanti Didi used to go to conduct the program in the London, Janki Dadiji used to sit in the Baba room and spreading the vibration atmosphere to that particular place where program is going to take place. So before this speech, Dadi was touching each and every soul's intellect. And in that way, Dadi made us to come Baba's home, made us each soul to connect, to recognize the Father, to feel that divine love. The power of your minds, you can enable them to receive the Father's introduction and the main message from a distance. You are world benefactors, but would you be able to give the message to all the souls of the world by personally being in front of them? So Baba यहाँ पर याद दिला रहे हैं कि हम कहते हैं विश्व कल्याणकारी है, बट हम हर एक के पास या हर जगह जाकर तो मैसेज दे नहीं पाएंगे. You will not be able to give everyone the message through words. Together with words, you will also experience service through the mind to be increasing day by day. The Father fulfills the desires of the devotees in a subtle way. Does he do that through words? By personally going in front of them? It is a subtle machinery. बहुत सूक्ष्म machinery है, isn't it? In the same way, the subtle machinery of your Shaktis and Pandavas, which gives devotee souls and Jnani souls the message and the introduction of the Father, is now to become fast. This is the form of the final service. So, अंत के service का साधन, Baba is reminding us that is the service through the vibe, service through the mind. Just as fragrance does the task of giving fragrance to those who are close or far away. In the same way, the power of spirituality will not only serve those sitting close by, but also those who are far away. Only then will you be praised as the practical world benefactors. At present, you are making plans for world benefit. You do not have it in a practical way, but then when the subtle machinery begins, you will be engaged in doing this in a practical way. You will experience how souls are desperate to receive even a drop of the introduction to the Father. अब वो कहते बहुत वो लोग व्याकुल होंगे परमात्मा का परिचय प्राप्त करने के लिए. And through your intellects or through the subtle power, you will experience those disparate souls to be visible in front of you, even though they are not there. So when you become engaged in such service, your name will be glorified as the practical world benefactors. So here Baba is paying our attention that we need to do service of the means mansa service. Now look, what do you say? That you have had the thought of bringing about world benefit? What do people say to you? So, will you be able to carry out the great task of bringing about benefit at such speed? Up to now, you have carried out the task of world benefit very little. How will you reach the whole world? Now, you do not have it in a practical way, do you? At that time, while being master intellects of the wise, with the subtle machinery, you will touch the intellects of those in all four directions. चार और के आत्माओं की बुद्धि को बाबा कहते टच करोगे. Then the sound will spread that some power, some spirituality is attracting them towards itself. They will search for it and will want to meet such souls. They will be desperate for even a moment's glimpse. एक सेकंड के लिए भी वृक्ष देखने के लिए ये शक्ति हमारे पास कहाँ से आ रही है? बाबा कहते हैं उसको जानने, उसको देखने के लिए बिल्कुल वो व्याकुल होंगे. The sign of this is even now continuing in the non-living images. When there is any such festival, there is such a huge crowd of those who want to have a glimpse of the non-living images. एक सेकंड का दर्शन करने के लिए, मूर्ति का दर्शन करने के लिए लोग कितनी मेहनत करके जाते हैं. So Baba is saying that the sign of this is even now continuing in the non-living images. When there is any such festival, there is such a huge crowd of those who want to have a glimpse of non-living images. So many souls are desperate and thirsty to have a glimpse of the images. On that day and at that moment, they may have had a glimpse many times, but in order to fulfill the importance of that day, the helpless people make so much difficult effort. Whose sign is this? It is because it happened in a practical way that the memorials were created. Acha. Now Bab Dada is having conversation with the zones, especially with the Punjab and UP zones. Do you experience yourselves to be the Ganges? Means Ganga. Why does the Ganges in UP have importance? Because no other river is called the purifier. Only the Ganges is called the purifier. The river Jamuna, Chenina is not called the purifier. Actually, it is Jamuna, but the source, Jamuna source is started from in the Punjab, is known as land of divine activity. Punjab has many rivers. Wherever rivers pass by, they make that place flourish. And there is both greenery and happiness. So the task of all of you is also to make everyone full and prosperous. जहां से भी नदियां पास होती है वहां पर ग्रीनरी और वो स्थान बहुत संपन्न होता है. So the task of all of you is also to make everyone full. जिस प्रकार बाबा कहते हैं नदियां, पानी की नदियां फुलफिल करती है, तो हमारा भी कार्य यही है. It is your task to bring prosperity to the souls who have become dry and who have no sweetness of happiness or peace, and to make them flourish once again. Where there is dryness, people become poverty-stricken. Whereas where there is prosperity, people become happy. So the new world is full and prosperous, while the old world is dry and barren. वैसे भी स्थूल रीति से भी ऐसे होता है, जहां पर पानी नहीं होता है वहां के लोग दुखी भी होते हैं और डेली डे एक्टिविटीज करने में भी बहुत डिफिकल्ट महसूस करते हैं. प्रॉस्पेरिटी भी, संपन्नता भी नहीं होती है. So the new world is full and prosperous, while the old world is dry and barren. All of you are full and flowing rivers, are you not? So while walking and moving along at every step, make souls full and prosperous. So Baba is reminding us that we are the rivers, Jnana Gangai. At this time, everyone's attention is on Punjab. For what reason? For untimely death. The most untimely deaths are happening in Punjab. So all of you are those who save others from untimely death. Are you not? Give such souls eternal knowledge and make them immortal, so that they can be saved from untimely death for many births. 1972 में भी वहां पर बहुत सारी चीजें दंगे होते थे, तो वहां पर बहुत सारे लोगों की डेथ होती थी। तो बाबा कहते हैं कि we have to save them from the untimely death. In the golden age, there will not be untimely death. They will shed their bodies through their own will, just as old clothes are changed through one's own will and not out of compulsion. In the same way, the costume of the body will also be changed at the one's own will, just as clothes become old and are changed. Scroll a bit down. Yeah. Similarly, according to the time and age, the body is also changed. So जैसे बाबा कहते हैं यहाँ पर हम अपने मन से स्थूल ड्रेस चेंज करते हैं, in same way in the golden age we will change our body. So you children have to share the good news with such unhappy souls that you can change them from untimely death for 21 births. These days there is fear of untimely death. They eat, drink, sleep, and live in fear. Share things of happiness with such souls and liberate them from fear. Even if they leave their bodies, they will not die in fear because they will have the happiness that they are going to be saved from untimely death. They are taking something with themselves and are not going empty-handed. Are you doing this service? Or are you afraid of being shot? All of you are brave, are you not? With your vibrations of happiness and peace. So see how Baba is motivating those souls that where there is so much fear, people eating, sleeping, doing everything in the fear. Baba is saying that you go that place and do such a service. Share this kind of knowledge that they will not die in the fear, but they will have that happiness. Okay, I'm leaving this body and I'm going in the safe place where there is no untimely death for 21 births. Baba is saying that with your vibrations of happiness and peace, give people the experience of happiness and peace of mind. Even if it is a terrorist, I repeat, with your vibrations of happiness and peace, give people the experience of happiness and peace of mind, even if it is a terrorist. They too will change with the power of love and peace. What would any of you do if someone like that came to you? You would transform him with love, would you not? You would make him your brother, would you not? So see, here Baba is explaining with the power of love and power of peace, we can change any soul. Acha. Om Shanti. Have a few seconds for reflection. Om Shanti. Yes, divine souls, you can share your reflection, churning based on today's Murli. Acha Girijaman has sent in chat box. Today you are not going to speak. Anybody wants to share the point or churning?
Om Shanti.
Yes, Om Shanti.
Very, very nice, Murli, very deep, insightful, Murli. And these three virtues are there, which are the foundation of Ashtaratna souls. One is being serviceable, which is directly linked to the stage. The stage should always be active, and then second is the sensible. Sensible is basically, it's a function of intellect. So the intellect is alert, has to be always alert. The stage is of the alertness. And the third one is essenseful, that is always the soul consciousness form, that is the seed stage. And the seed stage will be full of spiritual fragrance, so making it attractive. So this active, alert, and attractive also applies here. These three virtues Baba has spoken about, and I think we can practice this to check whether I am serviceable. Say I am seated on a serviceable stage. I am seated on the being sensible, and always be essential. So the foundation is the thoughts. The thoughts will always be having these three aspects, these three dimensions, and then automatically our words and actions will also fall in place, and they will be world class. We will be world class benefactor, world class server. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Very nice, Om Bhai. Thank you for sharing.
Om Shanti, sister. I just, as my thoughts come, I used to put in the chat box. But what I liked in today's Murli is that first paragraph, when Baba plays with this percentage, 95% and 5%. I remember when this same thing Baba spoke in yesterday's Abhyaktwani, in a personal group mulakat. There is no guarantee of yourself or no guarantee of time. Jo bhi karna hai, abhi karna hai. Now have the determination to remove the weakness. I think that really, even though it was not main part of the Murli, that really hit me to say when Baba said no guarantee of self or time. And today now he's pressing, he's saying 5%, are you going to postpone it for the future? Don't do it. 95% everyone is there. I was just linking when that first part when you were reading, I was linking it to the self and time. No guarantee, no warranty when Baba mentioned. That was what was there. The other things, yes, the three S's, even though it's essential is the serviceable as rightly given by Om Bhai. I've already put the key words over there. Serviceable is, am I worthy? Sensible is, careful, trikaldarshi. And essential is, mehak, the ruhaniyat ki mehak. So that should come to your mind. And then it goes out and everyone gets attracted. Then I'm Vishwa Kalyan Kali. Om Shanti.
Very good. Thank you, Girija. Anybody else?
Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Sorry. Yeah, please go ahead.
What I liked is towards the end of the Murli when Baba is meeting up with the Punjab zone and he's talking about the practical situation, the power of love and the power of peace is what he's ingrained today again, that even a terrorist can be turned into a loving soul, a normal soul. So that's the point for me to take home, that however hard or difficult a soul is to deal with, stand in the space of giving vibrations of love and peace for that soul also to be transformed. Om Shanti.
Yes, very true. Thank you, Rakhi.
Sister, I just want to ask something about this, that terrorists when they change. Because I've personally experienced There were so many of these murder cases over here where people, I don't know if you have heard of the word Jagtap. I knew that person as an artist. So ruthlessly, a family was killed. And then he goes to the prison, and then he goes into God, and then he really becomes all things. So I just think whatever action he has done, the ruthless way of killing. So, and then changing it over. Yeah, it can be changed. What is how does Dharamraj deal with it? I used to think about it those days, because whatever you have done, the ruthless way of really creating such kind of cruel karma and then changing. I know power of love can change it, but do you think that ingrained samskar, in the end it will change, I know, when Baba comes down. But now, till Baba comes and pulls us, will there be such a transformation, sister?
Yeah, definitely. And we know the karma philosophy. If anyone has done some wrong with someone, then that is also there is karma, vice versa is playing. So we need to understand that thing also, that that soul has also might be felt or had some kind of incidents, and that is just the vice versa is happening. Yes, and there can 100% there we can feel the transformation, because each soul, their own sanskar is the peace and love only, not the what we are seeing in today's world. So Baba is saying that you touch their heart with the divine pure love. Definitely they will feel, they will recognize, they will realize, and they will make change. And our duty, if anyone does any kind of thing which is not good, our role is to send that soul very high, powerful vibrations. That is our duty. If we are feel that how can he or she change, then we are not doing seva, right? Serviceable soul, what Baba spoke today, that they will have always thought which will help to seva, elevated, powerful, worthy thoughts, which always do seva. Yes, Somai, you are speaking something?
Yeah, Om Shanti, sister. Yeah, that point which was brought out by Gija sister was that Samay and Swa ka koi bharosa nahi. There's no certainty in the time element and the self element, because we are in a battlefield and constantly surrounded by Maya. So our own weakness can emerge anytime, and it can be very fatal for us, our stage. So we have to be always alert and ensure that our Purusharth is such way that we are able to achieve that 95% in the shortest possible time. Ab nahi to kab nahi. No, there's no tomorrow, and burn your boards and just focus on the present stage of what Baba has said, the three virtues, full of these three virtues, 100%. If we target 100%, at least we'll achieve 95%. So I think our aim should be 100%, and so that we achieve at least 95% and be contenders for a higher stage. Om Shanti.
Shanti, yes. Okay, we are stopping here. Let's remember Baba in silence for just 1 minute. Om Shanti. Thank you all divine souls.
Om Shanti. Thank you, Pratibha Ben. Thank you, Divine Family. See you tomorrow at 5 a.m. Till that time, have a lovely day.